Hey guys, it's your boy Nova Senpai, and today I'm doing something different. I'm not doing a let's play. I'm doing basically a guide to King in Tower of Fantasy because I googled like builds and stuff for King just because I was bored, and like all the videos I watched I really didn't learn anything. So like I'm gonna make one that's just kind of like my opinions and thoughts on how he should be used and stuff. So first we're talking about our boy, if you don't know who, obviously, Walmart Deluxe or Walmart Sephiroth, if you're like me and have him, 3-star or higher. The thing about King is he's a shatter character, so his swings are like fluid and fast enough to be a DPS, but he isn't the best DPS. He is mainly for shatter, so you want him on your team when there are shielded opponents around, and that's about it. You want to switch him out when the shields are gone, because especially when you get him like more starred, he does damage based on shielded opponents. So if there's no shielded opponents, he doesn't really get the buff from his stars, so there's no point on keeping him onto the field. As for like team comps to run him with, I pretty much run King on all the team comps that I use because he's just like the best shatter in the game. So he's just got a slot on every team. Right now, the main team that I run is Frigg, Subas, and King, because I run the dual DPS and the Frost Resonance, and then I have King just shatter. The main thing I wanted to get into though was like the matrices, because like if you try to Google like what matrices to use, everyone's like, well, you want to run King's matrices, right? And unless you're spending money or pulling on that matrix banner a lot, or just getting extremely lucky and having all of King's matrices, you're not going to have King's matrices. So what could you use instead? I'm saying if you're just starting the game and you really don't have that many like purple matrices, and you have the blue ones, if you have like the normal R ranking ones, and you got King like early game and you want to use him, the primary one I would say to go for would be to use this one. I don't know who this is, but the pretty much you want the blue one that increases shatter capability by 18%, because you want to go for a shatter rating. So like having more shatter means that he breaks the shields faster, and then you can move to your DPS faster. If you don't have like the 3-piece set for that, I could say this best secondary would be like increased damage by flame weapons, because he's a fire type weapon. So that would be, if you don't have the shatter would probably be the best for an R rating. As for purple, the higher damage, lower HP would be okay to use. But there's this Rigard or whatever his name, Rogue Bard, the flower. When a target is shattered, poison the target and deal damage equal to 45% of attack. That would be the best, because it's still focused around the shatter aspect of the weapon, which is the primary reason that you would use this weapon, is shatter. So if you only have the R's, I'd say go for the like cybernetic dude, and where it's just increased shatter capability. If you have Robarg, I would say go for him. When the target is shattered, you get the poison and deal damage. And if you don't have Robarg, a close second would so there are a few you could use. I forgot. So Sobek would be decent too, because it increased damage dealt for each enemy nearby. And then finally, obviously, if you have his King's matrix, it's like the best to use because it's built for him. Yeah, so if you have King's matrix, I would suggest using that. I don't have a lot of the other matrices, like gold matrices for other characters, so I wouldn't really know if I wouldn't know the other SSR matrices that would be good if you didn't have Kings. But if you're going for matrices for King, then you would obviously have Kings, and you wouldn't choose someone else's. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to go through and like just quickly experience, because like every time I look up what matrices to use, they're like, well, use King's matrices. Like they're the easiest thing in the game to get, like, and it's not. So I just wanted to go through like the tiers of matrices that you could use, and then like again for team comps, like I just run him on every team because he's the best shatter. Here are like my team comps as of right now. So my main team comp is King, Frigg, Tsubasa. Then I have my Electro one with Nemesis, Samir, and King. And then King, Tsubasa, and Huma are more of my my tank class. So when I'm just going to do a little bit of damage, I sometimes switch Tsubasa out with Nemesis so I can get the heals, and then just tank and shatter while other people do damage. Because a lot of people in this game don't know how to heal, so just becoming a tank is better. But yeah, and then as for like King's ability, I have it active right now because he's the closest to getting to 4,000. Need like one more on his gifts. So, but his where his cold-blooded swipe, where every 7 enemies defeated by King restore HP equal to 8% of max HP. And then King Fear Reaper, every 5 enemies defeated restores an equal to 10% of max HP. It's good, but like there are definitely better traits to choose, because like again you're using him to shatter, but like you're not going to keep him on the field all the time unless you really don't have another person that can do as much DPS. But usually you have your other DPS character, so you'll be switching to them instead. So really you won't be getting these 7 enemies defeated by King when you're really only having him out there to destroy the shields. Now if this was like, you know, every 7 shields, then it would be good or be better or whatever. Or like if you shatter an enemy, he gets like a heal, that would be better. But you're not really keeping him on the field to kill enemies, you're just keeping him on the field to destroy shields. So his trait isn't really something you have to be going for. Like you can if you want, obviously. I did it because I don't really know why. I could have chose anybody else. I chose him. But yeah, it's not necessary. It's really not. And like his matrices are really the whole reason I made this video. So other than that, like playstyle, you just want to pull them out, shatter their shields, switch to maybe your support, drop something, and then switch to your DPS. So it's, yeah. That's it for this video. And if you like the video, leave a like. If you're new, subscribe. I don't really make build videos or like guides. This is just my opinion because all the other videos I saw didn't really explain like matrices besides gold matrices. It's just like, yes, use gold. If you don't have gold, damn, GG's, go next. I don't know. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.